Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nyla and this is LC Trades. So today is going to be a real quick video. I'm just giving you guys an update of the pairs that I talked about earlier in the week. I'm just letting you guys know exactly how it's going, talking about the charts a little more, and yeah, that's about it. It's going to be real quick, in and out. So let's get into it. Alrighty guys, so as you all remember, let's just get this tool right here. As you'll remember, these were the trades that I was looking at for the week over here. USDJPY, CADJPY, GBPAUD, gold, GU, and a little bit of GBPNZD. Let's swipe that back up because I really was not interested in that anymore. So we're going to go through everything and see how events have changed. So let's start off with UJ. And earlier in the week, as you know, I was saying that I was looking for UJ to sell. And unfortunately, it ended up going the other way. But guess what? It happens. It happens to the best of us. Like, I'm not upset about it. Um, Honestly, I'm not even mad at this trade because literally this was like a plus setup for me. I would take this again and again and again every single time. I would not change my strategy just because I lost this one trade. And yeah, as you could see, let's go down on the lower time frame. Okay. So as you can see, once I entered on this bearish engulfing right here. I'm so sorry. I'm a little stuffy. But I entered on this bearish engulfing right there. Sorry, I don't want these words. And it was going good. We're going good. We collected about 32 pips. And then we started to shift structure. I was like, okay, so when I started to go into drawdown, I saw I was going into drawdown and I was like, okay, it happens. So remember, my take profit is up here. So I'm not really worried about what's going on right here because I'm like, oh, okay, it's just pulling back. So then, however, I started to see, oh God, this is so annoying. Okay, no, we're not there yet. Okay. However, I started to see these candlesticks right here, like losing momentum. And I just figured, oh, okay, well, it's because New York session is ending. There's about 5 o'clock and there's about 6 o'clock. So it's an hour chart. It's losing momentum. All right, no big deal. So I went down on the lower time frame and I started to see that UJ was starting to make higher lows and higher highs on the 30 minutes. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna let this trade run because, like I said, this was an plus setup for me. I was not mad at it, and again, I will take this trade over and over again. I'm not mad at any decision I made for it. So around 8 o'clock at night, I saw this huge. Well, actually, I didn't see this because I was at the gym, but I saw this huge bullish candlestick, and I was like, okay, and honestly, I was just like, you know what? I have faith. Not I have faith, but I have a stop loss for a reason. So if it hits a stop loss, it hits a stop loss. It is what it is. The only thing that I will take off when I'm trading is to take profit sometimes. Like there will be times when I'm just like, oh, I'm gonna let my money float and I'll manually close it. Like when I think that the take profit could go lower. Like if I think it could hit like say 152.200, then I'll let it float. If not, then I'll just manually close it. That's it. But stop losses, I never move stop losses. Once I put it, that's set. That's it. If it hits it, it hits it. Like I usually give my trade enough breathing room. This was I entered here, and that's a lot of breathing room. 64 pips. Yeah, that's a lot. But it was still a 1-to-2 risk to reward ratio, so I wasn't mad at it. And as you can see, it just shot up like at 2 in the morning as soon as London session opened. Shot up ridiculously. Took me out the trade. And like I said, it is what it is. I'm not crying over it. I would literally take this trade again and again because like I said earlier in the week, I explained to you guys exactly why I was interested in the trade. It gave me this bearish engulf that I really wanted. I waited for the retest of structure in the area of interest. And it even hit this for ICC traders. It even made the correction. And then this, right, I'm gonna delete this. I lost anyway. All right. this candle right here was a continuation for me. So I was just like, all right, we're in there. That's it. And like I said, unfortunately, it did switch events. I mean, now, I mean, it is buying up on the 4-hour. On the daily, it's still bearish because we have the lower high right here. Oh, I'm lying. Sorry. Lower high right here and lower low. So we're still very much bearish on the daily. Weekly is the same thing. With this big, huge candle right here towards the bears. And yeah, honestly, I wouldn't feel comfortable getting into buys until I see the daily flip. But I'm just, like I said, I'm just not interested. Maybe I'll be interested if it hits this area of interest again, gives me a signal and goes up. But that's just me technically trading against the trend in a way, because the higher time frames always are going to be what control the market. So I could actually delete this alert now. So yeah, that's UJ. It was a loss. I already journaled about it in my trading journal, and yeah, it happens. I'm not even mad about it. So let's go into CADJPY. This is going to be literally the same exact thing. And if you see my notes right here, this was literally, again, a A+ setup for me. I also was in this one. This one looked even better to me because I was just like, all right, I entered right here. And I was like, all right, 23 pips in profit, not mad at it. Then we hit this point right here. And I'm like, okay, little bearish candle, not mad at it. I mean, bullish candle, not mad at it at all. This was a concern for me because this is an evening star. Um, Side note, make sure you know your candlestick patterns, but this is an evening star. And I still just wasn't bothered by it. I should have been bothered by it, but I wasn't. I literally was like, you know what? I set my stop loss. I gave it enough breathing room. And if it happens, it happens. How much, let me see. How much breathing room did I give this one? 34. That sounds like enough breathing room to me. I could have made it 40 flat, or I could have put it a little bit above this previous lower high, but I didn't, because it would have changed my risk to reward ratio from 1 to 2.4 to 1 to 1, and we're not doing that. So honestly, I can delete this. Already journaled about it, and it shot up ridiculously, just like UJ. And I have the same projections of CADJPY that I do USDJPY. The daily is still bearish. The weekly is still very much bearish. So I'm not really interested in this trade anymore. I mean, yeah, of course, it could drop down. It could drop down here, give me a bullish, basically a bullish candlestick pattern, and it could shoot back up. But I don't know. I'm just not as interested in it anymore. Um, yeah, that's about it. GA, I didn't get into GA. I just have this just because sometimes I like to visually see what I'm so sorry, so stuffy. Sometimes I like to visually see literally what I could have gotten or what I missed out on. And GA is going good. It's slowing down with momentum, but then again, it is 5 o'clock right now, and New York session is over, so I'm not surprised per se. But even if I did get into this trade, as you can see, actually no, I wouldn't have got stopped out because I would have entered. I would have entered on. Let's delete this. I would have entered on this candlestick alone, so I would have had to put. But I wouldn't have gotten to this trade in general because I would have, say I entered on this candlestick, right? Take profits right here. It just wouldn't have made any sense. This would have been like a 0 to 1. Yeah. I wouldn't have got into it. I mean, I could have put my stop loss a little bit. There's nothing in this that would have made sense for me to get into it. And yeah. It looks nice though. It looks pretty. It looks like it's doing what I wanted it to do. But not to the fullest degree that I thought. So that's GA. Gold. Gold, like I said, is going to proceed to, I don't know why my take profit. So, oh wait, do I know why? Is it on the 4 hour? Oh yeah, I did that take profit on the 4 hour. Okay. Gold, as I said, is going to have a lot of bullish momentum. It is going to move up. It's gonna go up. Right now it's pulling back. This is good. I'll also update. I did not get into gold. It's just something I watch. Like I said, I just like to put these things here. And gold is something that I'm looking at heavily right now. I will think about getting into gold, but I need to see more from it. Um, I probably, yeah, I just need to see more from it. I really do. I mean, for the ICC traders, all right, it gave me the indication, it gave me the correction. And technically, let's delete that real quick. Technically, this candlestick right here is where I would enter, right? So this is what it would look like. Long position. It would look something like this. Stop loss a little below that. And take profit would be, for me, all the way up here. But if I'm in gold, I'm gonna hold gold for a while, like I said. So yeah, honestly, it's not a losing trade, and it's something that I possibly still could be interested in getting into. But then again, Wednesday's about to end, so we have what? Thursday London session, Thursday New York session, Friday London session, Friday New York session. So we have 4 more sessions. And I was looking at the news. Let me show you guys. And this thing moves so retarded sometimes. Oh, it's right here. Never mind. So I was looking at the news. All this happened today. Cool, 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 cool. Thursday, it is not that much news coming out. The jobless claims, those are actually, like, those do spike the market sometimes, most times. And then Friday, we have a lot of European news. So we have inflation rates. And then we have, like I said, just a bunch CPI. Oh my gosh, that's gonna do a killing in London session. But me personally, for the most part, I enjoy getting into trades on mainly Tuesday, early Wednesday. This is technically, if I enter this trade, this is technically towards the Thursday London session. And I don't know if I'm gonna do that, because that means I'm holding gold over the weekend. And while obviously if I am in gold for the long run, I would be doing that anyway, but I would just prefer to just wait. It's nothing wrong with waiting. I just want to play the waiting game. I want to watch it a little more. Right now, it seems like it's a little tired. It's exhausted. It's having some retracement. It's taking some time. Low volatility. I mean, it's closed right now. Like, it'll open back at 6 o'clock. Gold does close, if you guys didn't know. But yeah, around 6 o'clock, I'll probably open it again, look at it. I'll see. And then let's go into the last pair, which is GU. Yeah, well, remember I told you guys that GU is one of those pairs that short buys, long-term sells. Well, it's doing that short buy. It's doing the short buy. There's still potential in it selling, because again, it's at another area of interest. The daily is still bearish. So it's still potential in it selling, but what I would really need is maybe this candlestick to close more so like something like this, and I'll be interested. But also, candlestick just opened. It's literally 5:19. So we would have to wait till 5 o'clock the next day to see how it closed. That means that we will enter on Friday, and I don't enter trades on Fridays. So yeah, it's looking more so like next week is gonna be the week for trading. Next week is gonna be the week for redemption, and that's about it. Oh Lord, let me go talk about GBPNZD. Okay. Anyway, here I was thinking I was done. All right, so GN is doing a bunch of consolidating. It's a bunch of equal highs and equal lows, bouncing and having no structure at all. I mean, it has a little structure. No, it doesn't have any structure. It has a little structure. I'm not going to take that away from it. On the daily, it has a bunch of nothing. Like, this is a bunch of nothing. But on a 4 hour, you can get lower on these time frames and find structure and see what it's doing. I had GBPNZD for sells, and it did nothing but buy up and start consolidating. I did not enter this pair, so yeah, that's about it. I will say that I don't know if you guys watch FX Alex G, but he also was anticipating USDJPY and CADJPY for sells, just like I was. So that made me feel good as a trader, obviously, because I have the same concept of Alex, and I don't even like, I'm not even in his community. I don't like watch his signals or whatever he does. I do like how he teaches, but I don't literally watch his signals and be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna get in that too. No, I don't do that. I like to have my own mind, and I like to look at the charts myself and do my own analysis. Because once I let noise start to get in my head, then I'm like, oh, maybe I should look at this differently. Maybe I should look for buys, or maybe I should look for nothing, or maybe I should look for whatever. I just don't like to do that. I like to have my own mind and my own thought process about the charts. So on that note, that is all of the pairs. Yeah. Two L's, USDJPY, CADJPY. Gold, I'm gonna move that to the top of the list. What? I don't want to move you. Anyway, there. Why does it keep doing that? There we go. I'm gonna move gold to the top of the list because I am gonna be looking at gold for the rest of this week. If I enter, which is like a 30% chance, I will let you guys know on my Instagram. But it doesn't look that much like I'm gonna do it. Next week we'll be analyzing. I'll be going through the market and looking at all my pairs right here, seeing what looks the best. Red for me signifies I don't even need to look at it. Yellow is like maybe I could look at it. And yeah, I'm not going over all those pairs right now because I only talked about these pairs right here, so I'm gonna stick to it. But anyway, yeah, that's it for that. Alrighty, guys. So those were the pairs for the week. Took an L on USDJPY and CADJPY. I'm not deterred by it. That does not move a bone in my body. That is what trading is about. So it is what it is. Sometimes you win big, sometimes you lose. I didn't lose big, but sometimes you lose. As long as you have risk to reward management, you manage your emotions throughout your trades. That's all it is. Like, it happens. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Hopefully next week we could jump back into the charts, look at some new markets, and reanalyze. So until then, I'll see you guys. Also, hold on. Before you exit the video, make sure you subscribe to the channel. All right? Put a like on it if you enjoyed the analysis, enjoyed the update. Comment, tell me something about myself. I don't know. Like, tell me something about the chart. Whatever you want to say, just say it, bro. Like, it don't matter. But thank you guys for coming back to the channel, and I'll see you on the next one.